Hey, BZBTV fans. I'm Matt, live from San Antonio, and joining me today, we've got Jolski Cruz from Sacramento, California. And today, it's going to be a fun little day. We're just going to do a little bit of a recap about, what we're expecting to do at InfoComm. We talked a little bit more about it last week, not necessarily what we're doing, but just a general show about what is InfoComm, all that stuff. But before we get into that, I think, Joel is a big basketball fan. I'm not so much, but Joel is definitely way more caught up on this. And since we're going to Florida, I think it's only fitting that we talk a little bit about the finals going on right now. So, Joel, how'd last night go?
Yeah. Well, I'm not that into the finals anymore since our beloved Warriors got booted. But but being a basketball fan, it's still good to catch all the action, and it really is something. I mean, it is. Denver took a 2-1 lead yesterday. They're playing in Miami now. So that was a big deal. Like, it was a blowout, actually. So Denver is looking really strong. Um, Denver, I mean, like everyone knows, Miami is like an 8th seed, so expectations are low. But they made it all the way to the finals, and they have been clutch. But man, yeah, like Jokic, Murray, I think they both had triple doubles yesterday. I think Jokic had a double double by the second quarter. So that guy, I mean, there's a reason he won back-to-back MVPs, right? So he was going for a third this year, but Joel Embiid from the Sixers took it. But yeah, that guy is solid. His game. He's not the most athletic guy. If you've do you know anything? I don't know if you watch you know anything about Jokic and his
I
game.
don't.
Okay, but it's on full display right now because it's on national TV. But when you watch him, he looks very sluggish, and he does not look like he's that athletic. But he gets it done his own way. He's very tall. He's a center, so he doesn't have to generate. Like, when you look at his shots, it's a lot of arms. He doesn't really jump. He doesn't use his legs. But yeah, he just gets it done. That guy.
A little bit of a monster on the court.
A
little bit of a monster on the court.
Yeah, I mean, defense, offense. He gets his teammates involved. He scores when he needs to. He grabs all the rebounds. Yeah, it's going to be tough for Miami. But since we are talking about InfoComm being in Florida, I do hope that Miami extends the series into next week, because we will be in Orlando starting next week, and hopefully,
that's what I was going to say. I mean, like, hey, we're not going to be necessarily in Miami, but we're going to be in Orlando. It's not that far, right?
How far is? Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, I gotta Google that. I don't know how far Orlando and Miami.
I'm not entirely sure, but it could be on the cards. Who knows?
Can we
go
take
ahead
a
and
quick trip
detour
during one of the evening games? The games start at 5:30, I think. InfoComm ends at around that time, and
well, look, at the very least, even if we don't get to go see a game in person, we are going to be in Florida. I think we might actually, who knows? We might go see watch a game at a sports bar while we're
there. Yeah. I mean, it is going to be, it's going to be happening around that area.
In fact, maybe if you guys are joining us at InfoComm, maybe you could join us one night if we go ahead and do that. We'll see what's going on.
Watch party.
A watch party would be fun. But I think we've talked a little bit too much about basketball. Let's go ahead and get into InfoComm. First things first. If you weren't here for the last stream that we did, just to recap, InfoComm is basically everything pro AV. So even if you're in the market for just esports, education, networking, interactive experiences, or training, you can find it there at InfoComm. But you can also find a little bit more things. We also went over this in the last episode that we did. They have a really cool page on their website that you can check out in order to, look at what kind of events they're doing. And heck, you can adopt a dog while you're there. Yeah. It's going to be really tempting for me not to do that, because I'm a sucker when it comes to puppies and dogs. But, if you want more information on just general InfoComm, go ahead and check out the last episode that we did, plugging it again. But let's go ahead and talk about us as in BZBGEAR and InfoComm. So, Joel, who from our team is going from InfoComm or going to InfoComm?
I think the whole team.
The whole
No, that
it-
won't be logistically
yeah.
possible. But no, we have most of the big players here. Everyone's gonna come to help out. So most of the team from last year's show will be attending, and then a few others. I think yourself, right? This will be your first InfoComm.
Will be my
I
first
believe.
InfoComm.
Yeah, you came to NAB with us last year,
Yep.
but not InfoComm. Okay. So yeah, you'll have a lot of fun there. It's similar to NAB, but instead of broadcasting, it's pro AV. InfoComm is the largest professional audiovisual show in North America. It's basically the Super Bowl for the pro AV industry. So there's going to be a huge event. And yeah, we need all hands on deck for this year's show. We are going to have a even larger booth. Last year's show at I wonder if, do you have that image of last year's show? You can
Yeah, let me go ahead and pull it
you can
up.
put it
As
up.
long as my puppy isn't pushing my hand away
Oh,
from
there
the
I see him.
computer.
Oh, he's on the back there.
Hi, Gilly.
That's our guest star today.
Yeah, she loves the outside. So anytime somebody else goes outside, she's like, "Oh, it's time to play." I'm like,
Yeah.
no, not yet, not right now. I would love to, but not right now.
um, but
Here we
last
go.
year was our first year exhibiting at InfoComm, but like exhibiting as a company as a whole. So like
Mhm.
I think NAB was our very first show actually last year. So here is InfoComm, which was about a month or so after NAB. So it was good that we got the ball rolling with NAB in Vegas because, InfoComm last year was in Vegas as well. So we went straight there. So this is our booth. We're very proud of our first ever booth here. It was a 10 by 30, I believe. Modest size. We had cool arches on the side with our Adamo hanging from there, displaying its auto tracking capabilities and whatnot. We had that big video wall you see in the back middle wall. So yeah, we got a good reception. Everybody enjoyed, the outcome of the booth. But then this year will be a 20 by 30. So it'll be the same length as that, but then it'll be a little deeper. It'll be, twice as deep.
So expect same, but different. So
Yeah.
if you were at NAB, I'd assume it's going to look a little bit more like this year's NAB. So for those of you that weren't at NAB,
Yep.
you could check out our content on YouTube if you wanted to see what our booth looked like. It looks a little bit different than this one from last year, and it looks really great. But it's going to be slightly bigger than that one. So we're really excited because it's going to be our biggest showing yet at
Yes.
a trade show so far.
Mhm.
So we're really excited about that one, and I think that's a good point to jump off. We're like I said, we're super excited about InfoComm. So one thing, how is it different from our other shows? Not only is the booth going to be bigger, but to accompany the larger booth size, we're not just bringing only a few of our products, right, Joel? We're kind of bringing basically a lot of our catalog, almost all of the catalog, correct?
Yeah. So NAB, NAB, we had most of our broadcasting gear. Us being a pro AV and broadcasting complete solutions manufacturer. But then for InfoComm, obviously, we will be bringing majority of our pro AV catalog. I guess we could go ahead and dive into that right now. So yeah, we will be bringing a bunch of goodies from both catalogs, pro AV and broadcasting. But we'll go over pro AV first. And some of these items that we will be discussing today, they are up for product of the year nominee or best of show nominees at InfoComm. So we're very excited and crossing fingers that we bring some more hardware home. But I guess we could go down the list with our 8K line. So we have a new 8K line that we've been trying to promote at the previous shows. I think we unveiled some at NAB a couple months
Yes,
last
we
month.
did.
We had a whole gamer station there. So because our 8K line, they all support 4K at 120. So it's very big for gamers. And yeah, we had a PlayStation, Xbox, the latest one set up with our equipment, and people were having a good time just seeing the quality on the screen.
Yeah, and surprisingly enough, at NAB, I mean, I know 8K, it's not necessarily like super mainstream, but it had a lot of interest in these products. I think some of that also has to do with the fact that these 8K products, they're not just, well, we're touting them as 8K products because they're capable of doing 8K. That's not the only thing that they can do, and that's probably not the only thing you should look at them for doing. Like, you can do 4K at high refresh rates, so 120 hertz at 4K. That's pretty nice. Even if you just wanted to run something at 4K 60 and have some future proofing, you could do that as well. So really, really affordable too, in all honesty.
Yeah, I mean, like you touched on it. I mean, 4K is still the main thing right now, but 8K will eventually have its time. Just like 4K, it was all 1080, and 4K will eventually have its time. But we just want to. We're staying ahead of the curve, and producing these 8K quality gear just to get everybody ramping up. I mean, because there are some content, more and more content coming out 8K, just not as the volume that you see with FHD and UHD. But yeah, 8K will have its time. So we're very excited about this whole line. I mean, we have matrix switchers, amplifiers, splitters, specialty cables. So yeah, we're very excited to bring this line of 8K solutions to the industry and to the market. As we move on, we do have a lot of 4K. One thing that we will be pushing at the show, and we're very proud of, is we call it like our Swiss Army knife matrix switcher. It's an all-in-one. So it's our BG 4K VP series, and it comes in a 4x4 and an 8x8 model. These we call it all-in-one because it doesn't just do matrix switching. It does video wall processing as well as multi-viewing. So you get all of that in this one device. We also, I'm not sure if we will have it at the show, but for this 4K VP line, we also have a 4K VP Pro line. And then we'll have a 4x4 and a 9x9 models in those Pro versions. And a Pro just means that it'll have the same features all in one with the 3 functionalities, but you can also signal extend via Cat cables. So yeah, for those mixer switchers, you'll have extenders. I think it goes up to 290 feet, something like that. But yeah, so we'll have our Pro line as well. Very exciting stuff. AV over IP. We have a 4K at 30 and a 4K at 60. So our AV over IP series, it's called the IPGEAR. So we have IPGEAR 4K, which is the 4K at 30, and then we have a IPGEAR Pro, which is the 4K at 60. So we know every AV over IP is very beneficial. I know it's not taking off to the extent that we thought, like a couple years ago, when people were pushing AV over IP. We just thought that it'd be. I guess it's a little slower for people to pick up off, because I mean, you do have to kind of maybe people aren't familiar with it, or they don't want to change out like their current system or the network they're using, stuff like that. But I mean, what's beautiful about AVRP is you just use the network that you're on, and then boom, that's what extends your audio, video, and all that.
Right.
So yeah. So but AV over IP, that's what we had when you looked at our InfoComm 2022 booth. You noticed the video wall in the back, and we actually had our AV over IP system running on that video wall.
Yeah, it just makes life a little bit easier. Less cables to run.
Yeah.
Just in general, like it's a fantastic system, and it gives you a lot of flexibility. Whether that's you want to put something that's maybe not in an ideal place because you might be missing. It might be a long run for cables. That's usually a little bit easier to do with AV over IP because category cables come in very long runs and they hold their signals really well. So it just makes life a lot easier for that. On top of that, we talked a little bit about the Swiss Army knife, as we like to call it. I know that's definitely probably going to be pretty popular at InfoComm, I would assume, because a lot of these places that need pro AV gear, they want to get in, they want to kind of have the whole solution in the least amount of steps as possible, or just something that does multiple roles, and that's kind of going to be something that I think is going to be pretty popular.
Yeah, definitely.
So what else are we bringing, Joel?
As for our broadcasting side, obviously we will bring our we always bring it up, the award-winning Adamo Adamo series. Man, we are just so proud of this. It just keeps getting recognized at all the shows that we're bringing it to, and it's just it feels good to know that we're being recognized for and awarded for all our hard work and efforts that we put into this camera. So yeah, we will be bringing the whole series, our Adamo 4K, which is our 4K at 60 model, and then our Adamo Junior, which is our 1080 at 60 version. And the Adamo Junior just got recognized at ISE just recently, back in January. And then Adamo, the 4K version, got recognized again at NAB just last month by Sound Video Contractor. So yeah, and again, Adamos are AI auto tracking PTZ camera, HDMI, 12G, well, on the 4K 12G SDI, USB 2 and 3, and LAN connectivity. We also have NDI HX3 and Dante AVH models with the 1080 and 4K models versions. So very versatile. It's perfect for any basically any type of application. You need high quality production, live streams, houses of worship, healthcare, distance learning, you name it. We also, with our camera, our Adamo camera, is we have a healthcare. It's our medical grade camera. It's the BG Nutrix, which we debuted last month as well at NAB, as well as HIMSS healthcare show. And this one, we based it off our Adamo camera, but then we also added like a speakerphone, microphone on the bottom. And it's like I said, it's medical grade, so it's IEC 60601 certified, meaning it can play well within hospital campuses and around hospital electronics. So yeah, that'll be fun to bring as well. And then also our IP controlled joystick controllers. We're gonna have our Commander Pro. Actually, well, we did have it at NAB.
We had it at NAB.
Yeah,
yep.
We had it at NAB. But this, we'll bring it again here. It's our latest and greatest controller with a 7-inch integrated touchscreen. BG Connexio, we had that at NAB as well. It's our new wireless BYOD production switcher, the ultimate collaboration, solution. Multiple users can log into this and project up to 4 users on the screen, and just collaborate. You can show things from your phone. You can even control things from your phone. So yeah, it's a really great solution. So I think that we'll have a few other things, but that's some of the latest and greatest things that you guys can look forward to when you visit us at InfoComm 2023, Orlando, Florida, booth 4553. So yeah.
Yeah, and speaking of the Nutrix, just wanted to mention, we talked about it being medical grade. One of the really cool things about it is because it is medical grade, the coating on it, you can clean it. You're not going to ruin the coating. You're not going to ruin the paint on it either. That's a big concern with a lot of these cameras. But I think that just about covers a lot of the lineup that we're going to be bringing. Of course, there's going to be a little bit more, but I think for that kind of stuff, we're going to make it. You know what? We're going to have you guys either come see us or tune into our live stream that we're going to be doing next week from the showroom floor. If you want to see the rest of it and what the booth looks like. So keep your eyes peeled on our social. That's going to be LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube are going to be the three main platforms that you're going to want to be looking at if you want to check out the stream. So if you want to see more, definitely tune in next week. So let's see what else is on the agenda for today.
Oh, actually, just to reiterate and back up what you've been saying about our live stream, yeah. So we will have a live stream live from the show floor for the complete BZBGEAR experience. So yeah, you guys cannot make it to the show in Orlando, you could still enjoy it vicariously through our live stream. And so we'll have, I believe, Matt and Florante. They'll be our two hosts next Thursday. You want to tune in Thursday, June 15th at 12 p.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern. So we'll be in Florida. So obviously for us, it'll be 3 p.m. But over here back in Sacramento and on the West Coast, 12 p.m. Noontime. But yeah, we will have.
I think we're doing something a little special too.
Yeah, maybe right now is a good time to bring up our little participation game. Oh, okay. So all right, we'll start off with this. So we have two giveaways kind of going on. This one will be our main giveaway at the show. So for all guests who come by, feel free to drop your business card and enter into our raffle giveaway. We'll be holding it each day of the show. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that's 14, 15, and 16. We'll randomly select 3 winners each day towards the end of each show day. And you can see the prizes right here, with the grand prize being our 2x2 video wall processor. So yeah, so make sure you guys drop by, meet the great people, meet the great team, see some wonderful solutions, and enter to win some of our gear, and so the second giveaway or game that we're doing are for those who cannot actually be there physically in Orlando. We will be having a way for you viewers to win something just simply by tuning in to next week's live stream. So we have a magic word or secret word, and our magic word will be magic. So since we're in Orlando, a lot of magic happens there, Disney World and all that. Thought it was just fitting to have our secret word magic. So we'll bring this up again towards the end of the show, but for you viewers out there, tune in next Thursday, 6:15 at 12 on our channel. And once you are prompted, we will bring it up. And I guess, the first person to chime in with the secret word, which is magic, will win prizes. It won't be as extravagant as a 2x2 video wall processor, but it will still be a bunch of BZBGEAR goodies that you guys can win. So
absolutely, you're not going to want to miss out on it. Again, just wanted to say sorry for the change of scenery.
I just noticed that.
Yeah, it's a little beautiful outside, but unfortunately, we're getting a little bit of a storm coming on, and it's to sprinkle and thunder. So
I thought it was I thought you just changed the background to a fake.
No, it's beautiful outside, but as much as I like it outside, I don't feel like getting struck by lightning today.
That's a smart decision.
Yeah.
I want to see. I
want to make it to InfoComm.
I was going to say I want to see you next week in Orlando. Not with crazy hair, getting shocked.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Joel, did we miss any new products that we're bringing for InfoComm?
Product wise, no. I mean, we touched on the giveaway. I did want to ask you a question.
Absolutely, shoot.
which is at InfoComm. We'll have a bunch of new products and meeting a lot of great people, but we also will be meeting with a lot of our close partners, our very good partners, and we'll be actually shooting with them. So if you tune into BZB TV, you could get a glimpse of what our partners have new this year. And yeah, so I just wanted to touch, I know with you're meeting with a bunch of our partners at the show. You're going to be shooting interviews and whatnot with them. Can you touch on who you'll be meeting and like the things that you guys will be discussing?
Yeah, absolutely. So right now we're going to be meeting with a few of our key partners, Netgear, obviously, HD Base T, Barco, NDI, and Audinate currently are what I have down on the list. We could add a little bit more. We'll see. But really what we're trying to do is just, talk to them about some of their new things that are coming down the pipeline, and how that might affect you as BZBGEAR fans or people that use our products. For example, Netgear. I know Netgear has something pretty cool coming around the corner, and it might actually improve your ability to use some of our networked products. So you'll get some more information from us and from them from the showroom floor, and we'll be posting those videos pretty much almost as soon as we are able to get them out. So we're going to be trying to get on the showroom floor day of, record. Once we get all of our footage recorded, we're going to go back, we're going to edit and try and upload like as soon as possible. So we're going to be trying to keep the content rolling from day one, essentially.
I know you guys. I was watching you guys at NAB because we had our whole full video team there, you and Florante, and it's just it gets kind of hectic, right? You got to schedule, walk over to their booth, make sure they're free, get everything situated and set up. So
and something big like things. NAB, it's crazy too, because like the distance from like one hall to the other hall can be like.
Good thing we took the.
I didn't expect to go 15 minutes this way.
Yeah, right.
15 that way, and then another 10 trying to find the booth once I'm actually in the hall. So yeah.
Well, good thing we were able to take advantage of that Tesla tunnel they had at the Las Vegas Convention Center from the Central Hall.
Yeah, that was really cool.
To the West Hall, and that was my first time. I think that was your first time too, right? Enjoying it, and it was quite the experience. You get in this little tunnel, a little claustrophobic.
I've been in a Tesla before, and they're kind of cool cars, but I never did the Tesla tunnel thing. And I know I remember Elon Musk for a while was talking about doing that kind of stuff in cities to try and help alleviate traffic. And I think LA was going to be one of them. I don't know if that fell through or not, but it's definitely something really interesting. It reminded me a lot of like the underground tram or whatever you want to call it in DC. I don't know if you've been to DC and been in the underground tunnels from like government building to government building.
No, I have not.
It reminded me a lot of that.
Okay. Yeah, I thought I thought first they were supposed to do it with no drivers. They're doing like auto drive from at least for the Las Vegas tunnel, no drivers, but. I guess you kind of need drivers. You don't want people vandalizing the car or like taking over. I don't know. But yeah.
Well, I think that leaves us with one last thing to talk about, and that's going to be where to find us. So we will be at InfoComm from the 14th to the 16th of June. That'll be in Orlando, Florida at the Orange County Convention Center. We're booth 4553. And we also have a free exhibit pass. So if you use the code BZB771, you can go ahead and get yourself a free exhibit pass. Come visit us if you're in the area. We'd love to hear from you. Like I said, we were talking about a little bit about having interviews with partners and content coming from that. But we'd also love to see you at the booth and have you ask questions. Maybe tell us about some features that you would love for us to implement in some of our gear. I know it's been something that we've kind of really praised in the past. Getting that feedback because it does actually help us. Specifically, we did a live stream a few weeks back about our auto tracking and some of the stuff with the auto tracking and how it has had a little bit too much headroom. We were able to remedy that, and we give you the option of having a few different options when it comes to headroom. Do you want a lot of headroom? Do you want a little bit? Or do you want minimal? So that's just stuff that is an example of feedback that we have received from these trade shows and are just able to take and implement in our products. So really, really valuable thing. We'd love to see you guys at the trade shows. And to cap it all off, it looks like we have one question. Will we see a cameo from the BZBGEAR CEO next week? It's entirely possible that we rope our CEO and friend Eugene into a cameo here.
We got to. Hey, Matt,
yeah,
that will be our mission for next week's live stream. That guy, he does not like to be on camera. He's camera shy. But it's good to see the face of the top guy, right, of your company. So we'll try to or maybe position the camera on your live stream to kind of point wherever he's standing in the background.
Maybe if we can't get him in like a live stream or something, maybe we'll just have to sneak him in and like a fun video or something while we're there. Maybe at like a company.
Got to, think of something. We got till next week. You and Florence, you're our video guy, so devise a plan.
Absolutely. Well, Joel.
Oh, and then I just wanted to touch on just one more thing. Can you throw up that the magic word?
I can indeed.
Back on there. So just to reiterate one more time, we will have a secret word that we will ask viewers next week on the show floor to chime in with that secret word, which is magic. I know it's a little cursive right now. They don't teach cursive, I don't think, in schools anymore. So that's MAGIC, magic. So yeah, we encourage you guys, to tune in, to be a part of the live stream, because these live streams it's not just we're broadcasting and talking, two talking heads, but it's a good chance to engage with the audience, get your voice heard if you have questions or funny remarks or whatnot. All that engagement participation is very welcome. So yeah, tune in next week on the show floor. Ask questions if you guys want to see something, or you want to see who our next our neighbors are, what they're showcasing, whatever it is. Just tune in. We encourage you guys to be a part of the show and participate with our live streams.
Absolutely. And thanks again, Joel, for coming on and being my wingman for this week. And for everybody else that's tuned in, we appreciate you guys watching, and we will go ahead and see you guys next week, hopefully in person, but if not, here on the stream. Remember the magic word, and you might just leave happy with something extra coming your way. And we'll see you guys next time.